I truly could not even make this shit up even if I wanted to. Trump is suing
himself.
Trump is suing
Himself.
Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scrape. Donald J. Trump, the President of the United States, a man who looks like he was deep fried in a McDonald's grease pit, is suing the Justice Department. The same Justice Department that reports to him. He's demanding $230 million from himself. Like he's trying to get taxpayer money, our money, from suing his own administration. And the best part, the people who would have to approve this payment are Trump's former lawyers. Bitch, that's like suing your mirror for defamation. That's like failing your own driving test and issuing yourself a license anyways. That's like getting pulled over by a cop, but the cop is you. That's like calling customer service to complain, but the person who answers the phone is you. Babe, this isn't a lawsuit. Like, this is an infinite money glitch. It's like getting arrested and then making your defense attorney the judge and being like,
yeah, I think I deserve $230 million for emotional distress.
He literally said, I'm sort of suing myself. I don't know. It looks bad. Yeah, no shit, it looks bad. You're the president and the plaintiff. You're suing and settling the lawsuit with yourself like this is divorce court in the mirror. He even said any money he gets, he'd donate to charity. And guess what that charity is? The $250 million ballroom he's building. He wants $230 million for being investigated for crimes he committed. And to make matters even worse, the Justice Department is like, don't worry, all officials follow ethics guidelines. Babe, you fired the ethics director in July. So who's guiding you now? A fucking magic 8-ball? This is corruption at its finest. I hope you can all sleep tight and peacefully, knowing that the people in charge of 7,000 nuclear warheads now need permission slips to speak with Congress. Imagine you work in the literal building that controls the world's biggest military, and you need a hall pass to say hi to the people that fund it. Huh? Like, huh? What do you mean? Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, if you can even call that man our defense secretary, considering that his Signal group chat gets leaked every other fucking month. He just sent out a memo basically saying, if you work here and talk to Congress without my approval, you're undermining the Department of War's legislative goals. The Department of War. He actually, he called it that. Are you out of your fucking mind? For decades, the Pentagon staff could freely communicate with lawmakers to talk about budget, readiness, oversight. You know, the things Congress is supposed to oversee. Now, every conversation has to be pre-approved by the Department of Legislative Affairs. Basically, the military's in-house PR team. And if you recall, this isn't even the first fucking gag order. Just last week, dozens of Pentagon reporters handed in their badges and walked the fuck out of the Pentagon because Pete Hegseth imposed new rules saying journalists can't publish any information, even unclassified, without approval first. So now, the press can't speak freely, Congress can't speak freely, and the only person allowed to speak freely is Pete Hegseth. Somebody please put a fucking muzzle on that man. What is this? Like the Pentagon or North fucking Korea? Unauthorized engagement with Congress may undermine department-wide priorities. My fucking ass, bitch. Now, usually I'll get on here to tell everybody that we're screwed, but this time, no. This one's personal. I'm
Fuck.
Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. ICE just bought every piece of dystopian tech known to fucking man. They're buying iris scanners, facial recognition, using Paragon spyware, which can hack your phone even if it's locked. Mind you, under Biden, Paragon was banned because it was deemed as unethical spyware. They have drones, a literal social media monitoring team whose entire job is to scroll through TikTok, Reddit, Instagram, Facebook, and yes, most certainly my fucking account. And they're looking for Antifa and anti-ICE extremist rhetoric. Oh yeah, fantastic, because I guess the biggest threat to national security is me sitting at home with a goddamn fairy t-shirt on, screaming into a camera about how bad fascism is. You know, fascism, the thing our grandparents fought to end in Germany while Hitler was in power. Hitler, the man who committed a mass genocide. Hitler, the man Trump has publicly idolized. In case you missed it, Trump declared Antifa a domestic terrorist organization, which means anyone criticizing ICE now qualifies as domestic terrorism adjacent. So, congrats to me. They literally signed a $3 million deal with Clearview AI to scan faces, a $4 million deal for iris scanning apps, and rebooted spyware so powerful it can read your texts secrets through encryption. They also set up a team of 29 private contractors to analyze social media activity. And that's government speak for, we hired a whole bunch of nerds to stalk your social media accounts and snitch on you. So yeah. I'm fucked. But also, yeah, you're probably fucked too. I think we all are actually. Because they're tracking everyone. Journalists, protesters, anybody who reposts a meme that's anti-ICE or Antifa. But you know what? If ICE is watching, hi! Make sure to like, comment, and follow while you violate my constitutional rights. Might I also suggest checking out my reels because I do post everything cross-platform to Instagram. So yeah, if you can't catch me here, catch me there, babe. Bitch, I know the file they have on me is thick. Hi, Jesse Butler. You're probably gonna hate me after this, but I could give less than a fuck because people deserve to and need to know what the fuck you did. You, at 17 years old, living in Oklahoma, brutally and violently assaulted 2 girls, strangling one of the girls so badly she had to get neck surgery. A doctor actually told her family that if you had been strangling her for 20 more seconds, she'd be dead. And according to court records, you actually recorded yourself during one of the attacks. But somehow you managed to walk out of that courthouse with a sentencing that made it look like your crimes were just a minor inconvenience. With the 11 felonies you racked up, the law said you deserved 78 years in prison. But instead of prison, you got counseling, community service, and at 19, your record will be clean. Why? Because your father just so happens to be the former director of football operations at Oklahoma State University. You won't even be on a sex offender registry. Your record is getting wiped clean. Meanwhile, the girls you brutally assaulted have to live with this trauma forever. That's not justice. That's a corrupt system that lets you get away with heinous crimes based off of your fucking connections. The DA actually didn't even let these girls speak in court. Why? Because they wanted to spare the victims from more trauma. Meanwhile, both victims were ready to testify against you. They were brave and wanted to speak. The court system literally silenced people that you raped and nearly strangled to death because of your fuck-ass last name. So, Jesse, you might be able to skip a jail cell, but good luck skipping out on accountability. People won't forget this, and they shouldn't. And even though your name will no longer end up on a sex offenders list, I hope every single woman that crosses paths with you knows exactly who you are and what you did. So the government shut down under the Trump administration again. And guess what got cut this time? Not missiles, not congressional paychecks, not Trump's golf trips or his spray tan appointments, not JD Vance's lavish trips he's been taking. No, it's food. Literal food! Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scrape. 40 million Americans are about to lose their food stamps because the Trump administration is saying they can't legally use the emergency fund. Right, but somehow it's legal for Donald Trump to use hundreds of thousands of taxpayer dollars to go golfing and fund Israel while people in America starve. The USDA says there's no money for groceries. Meanwhile, JD Vance is out here taking lavish European trips with his billionaire friends. Trump's riding in a golf cart and building a ballroom that costs more than the average American's yearly fucking salary. But working class families? Oh, you get to ration peanut butter sandwiches and hope it gets you through the week. Because apparently we can fund golf resorts, private jets, we can fund Secret Service detail for men who couldn't even spell out empathy if you spotted them every fucking vowel. But we draw the line at baby formula. There is an emergency fund for food stamps. Like, it exists. It's been used before. But the rotting pus-filled carcasses of meat that we call the Trump administration said no. Because apparently starving Americans is cheaper than funding Israel. But don't worry, the billionaires are fine. Trump's been wiping their asses with his fucking tongue. How the fuck did we end up in one of the wealthiest countries in the world? But we have working class families and poor people having to skip out on fucking meals while the people responsible get to go on fucking vacation. They call it balancing budget? No, babe. They're robbing the hungry to feed the powerful. So I guess we're just gonna start doing this again. We're testing nuclear weapons now? Right. Because after 33 years of not blowing up the desert, Trump got bored and wants to see what happens if he turned Nevada into a fallout shelter. Cool. Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream. The president literally told reporters, quote, "We've halted many years ago, but with others doing testing, I think it's appropriate to do so." So basically what he's saying is, Russia's doing it, so I want to do it too. Bitch, you're not a toddler fighting over toys at daycare. You are holding the launch codes to the literal apocalypse. And the best part, the only place we can legally test nukes is 60 miles outside of Las Vegas. Yeah, Las Vegas. Home to bachelor parties, drunk weddings, bad decisions, and now, nuclear explosions! Experts are saying an underground test could literally shake the Las Vegas Strip. The last time we did this was in 1992. 33 years ago! And we stopped because, you know, radioactive fallout, global instability, and the whole let's not accidentally end the human race sort of thing. Since then, scientists have been using supercomputers to see if these bombs work. Which they do! So no, Donald, we don't need to double check, bitch! You're not changing the batteries on a TV remote. And for what? Because Russia tested a nuclear-powered missile last week? Which, fun fact, is not the same as a nuclear-powered weapon! But Trump saw Putin flexing online and he was like, I can do that too. Experts are saying this move could literally destroy decades worth of global stability. Why? Because it'll trigger other countries to start testing again. Oh yeah, and it'll cost all of us 140 million US tax dollars per test. Our money is going into this. And that's not even counting the cost of rebuilding Las Vegas once that bitch starts glowing. And I cannot stress this enough. Nobody asked for this! Not Congress, not scientists, not the fucking Pentagon. Why? Because nuclear testing does not make America look strong. It makes us look terrified. And when you start treating the most dangerous weapons on Earth like they're a fucking political stunt, that's not leadership, it's a fucking death wish.
If the stars were made
Great news, everyone! World War III won't need humans anymore because we've officially reached the point where AI is being built to decide who to target, when to strike, and how wars are fought. You know, the things humans should be doing! Hi everyone, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, you know what fucking time it is, bitch. It's time for the Daily Scream! According to military experts, artificial intelligence can now track, identify, and recommend lethal targets in seconds. Faster than humans can blink, bitch. And the Pentagon admitted that human oversight, it isn't keeping up with the deployment speed, which means one wrong click could go nuclear in seconds. But don't worry, these systems are designed by the same adults we've been trusting so far, and nothing's gone wrong at all. Unless you count AI chatbots who threatened users who try to shut them down, systems writing and rewriting their codes after engineers pulled the plug, military drones in testing that kept engaging targets after being told to stop, AI uploading its data and software to different servers so it doesn't get deleted, and AI literally blackmailing people who threatened to shut it down. But yeah, sure. Let's hand those same people control over autonomous weapons that use pattern recognition algorithms to suggest targets on the battlefield. Even Pentagon analysts admit that we're entering an AI arms race, but with less accountability and faster mistakes. So basically, the drones are online, but the humans are still buffering. I'm just saying if I die, and it isn't even from a fucking human, if I get taken out by a defense algorithm that mistook my Ring doorbell for a missile launcher, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. And dead. I will also be dead, yeah.